What's going on, everybody?
Hey guys,
Welcome to Tech Talk.
the two-parter. Well, two people part, I should say.
Two people part.
Two parties participating.
Yeah,
We ain't done this so far yet. So we got a new one. Yeah, we're here. We're here with you today, talking about some structure. NASA's wanted to bring this into it. Could be external, could be internal, but any piece you can use to provide structure for your aircraft.
yeah. So let's go ahead, get right on into it.
All right, all right. So, what do you
Um,
got? You had there. I brought out a wide variety of things because I've got a box dedicated to what could be the internal structures.
yep.
Um, I know NASA's has got some of his own there. Looks basically like what I've got
These are stir sticks for your little coffee. People
for you
people
little
love their
coffee.
coffee. So you stir in the cream and the sugar. You know, I don't know why people use these. I really don't. I don't know why you want to stick a piece of wood in your coffee. Um,
But you can go with the plastic route and
yep.
save a dolphin or three or a turtle or five. Because those exist too. But I got your stir sticks, your popsicle sticks. Yeah. Uh, the plastic ones. WD-40 sprayer, or if you have an air can sprayer, that little straw works wonders too,
Oh yeah,
especially the
that's
air
that's
can.
probably one of my favorite straws.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
these things are even sturdier.
yeah, because they're super strong and um they're
Fairly light.
they're light, but they're also small enough to fit your smaller planes, and they're
Right.
strong enough to really provide some support. Um, you could use like wiring. You could also use what's it called? Twist ties.
Fiberized twist ties, yeah,
You could
fiberized plastic can work, which is this little green piece you might see here. That's basically what this is. This is not a straw. This is just a piece of plastic that's obviously flexible but stiff.
yep. You
So
could you could use uh fishing line if you really wanted to. If you like not like fishing line, but like the mono leader.
oh yes, yes.
That's
Yeah.
stronger. Um, I wouldn't go with the steel leaders because those are pretty heavy. Even if you cut them, the braided steel leaders, those are
Oh,
pretty
that's true.
heavy.
Yeah.
But you could use what is that stuff called that you put in your weed eater?
Oh, just like cutting line like that? Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
could use the line that's in there. Yes, that's probably actually what this is. It's
that's
rounded.
yeah. It's yours seems like a little bit like it's a little bit straighter because those
Yeah.
are wound up and you could
Well, if
probably
you leave
use
them,
PLA filament and stuff like that too if you really wanted
yeah,
to,
exactly.
which is probably what a lot of that is. Um,
And some wires, yeah, exactly. It probably is. I mean, it's easy to manufacture that way. It just spews out of whatever.
you could you could go to your hobby store and get just like wiring or whatever or from the little craft section in the little hobby store. If you have bigger planes, I wouldn't necessarily recommend these particular um, items because these are used to run network cable, but you could use um, these rods. These are a lot heavier.
Yeah, yeah, I remember
They
that.
have a little bit of flex to them, but they have these little tips on them that you would have to cut off because they add way too much weight. Um, Unless you had a plane wide enough that you wanted to put two of these things together, and I can screw them on real quick.
And
If you had a wing that was that was
some of us make some
30
pretty large
30
planes.
inches,
Hey,
32 inches,
if you've
and
seen some of Kia's saber tooths, he makes them out of poster board. Oh my god, dude, those make some planes
yeah,
look. I
because
mean,
this itself is right at almost what is that 17 and a almost 18 inches, 17 and a half inches for
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
So it's a long one. So I mean, you could use it, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because they are fairly heavy. Um, and
You'd have to have a
they're
pretty
kind
good
of
plan to
pricey
do
too
that.
when you price them out as far as using it for that. Um, but yeah, that's why the coffee sticks and the stir sticks, whatever you want to call them, they work well because they're very lightweight. Little just little shrivels of paper, little wood, you know. Um, and if you were with us on our live show for our Thursday night live show, Paper, Planes, and More. So if you weren't there, you should go check it out. Um, and we usually try to stream that every Thursday around
Thursday. Well,
8:30 Central Time. So whatever that is for you,
that that
you know,
well, we're trying to make it out to be so everybody knows it a little bit better than what it is. So in that case, it's usually we're
like what is
considering
it?
it like
Like UTC 2?
yes, UTC 230. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, 2:30. Yeah, UTC. Yeah. So yeah, go check it out. That's where we built this one. This is one of Sill's new designs. Um, but this, like, I was thinking, like, you could add this right along this leading edge, this right here, and oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is like,
Was it
let's
going
see
in
if we
pretty
can.
good?
Yeah, it went in there like really well. All I got to do is draw a line on this and cut it, and
Somehow,
then
actually, I'm not surprised. Yeah, it does look like it's yeah.
I'm just gonna draw a line on this, pull it back out, and cut it right along that line, and put it back in there.
All right.
So,
This is exactly what you make these for. I mean, you can customize them. Obviously, if you get enough of them, you don't have to worry about like destroying them, and they're light enough weight. And if you watch some of Y13's videos, you've seen him play with a lot of this kind of stuff. Um, the possibilities to this is really like it's phenomenal what you can do with any variation of these.
bam.
Don't- yeah, don't be scared to customize them. Don't be scared. I mean, I'm showing you a wide variety of it's not just the sticks or the popsicle sticks. I've got like cardboard tags here, which is like more of like that file folder material, but the metal rings actually serve a pretty good purpose for having rings. This is the cardboard piece from a coat hanger. Uh, it serves a great rocket launcher on planes. If you watched our rocket launch videos, this is what
Oh, that was the
rock
other thing that we didn't talk about was the bottle rocket sticks.
bottle rocket sticks. Yes, that is crucial. That usually is. Yeah. You really want to do that? Yeah.
Those are good structure pieces too. After you shoot
They
the
are
bottle
really good.
rockets.
Yeah, they are really
Oh,
good
that
structure
fits
pieces.
so well. That fits so well. Probably just a small piece of tape on that, just to kind of hold it right there. Just kind of keep that wing pocket closed.
Right, right.
And I think this is going to work really well. I'm going to do that here in just a minute after I get this other one cut in. Oh my
Structure
goodness,
structure can add some amazing stuff to it, but
I'm
yeah,
I'm 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 loving this already.
it's good when you get bitten by stuff like that. I have a couple toothpicks here. These are the flat variety. You can use flat, you can use round. Flat
Is that
obviously
going in?
adds a little bit more
Is that
um
as far as it goes
box,
in?
box style structure. Round cardboard pieces. Whatever the hell, they're small. Your little fiberboard that can come on a various variety of things. Just cardboard backing of stuff. I don't know where this one came from. It was taped once, but you get that from various places. Plastic boxes, easily held, very lightweight. Obviously, paper cylinders. This cardboard box a little bit heavier, but could carry cargo into bigger birds. But anything like this, obviously a cardboard tube. Anything like this can provide like any kind of structure that you need in certain situations. So
Bam. So, yep, let's slide this back in there after I cut the second one. And I didn't like personally, I didn't like cut one and then measure the second one and then cut it based off of that because I feel like each wing is a little bit different.
All right, all right.
So I wanted it to be as see, and I didn't actually cut that one exact either, but I also don't think I got it in here in the exact same spot from where I measured it. Yep,
Okay.
there. See, now it went in. Now it's sitting flush. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a tiny piece of tape and I'm just going to just enough to hold this in place on both sides. Whoa, that folded up on me. There's tiny, tiny. Whoa, come on now. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut this one. Cut this. That was a square, and I didn't want it to
Well,
be a
this is for
square.
like this is definitely for some fine tuning. So yeah, you got to watch how you do. Like structure gets intricate. Again, if you've watched some of Y13 videos on Y13A channel, yeah, you can see it gets deep. So you got to watch out. Like
Also, our Discord should be linked in the description if you want to come chat with us.
catch up on it. Yes,
Um,
please, man. We'd love to hear from you guys.
we're pretty responsive in the Discord, so come check us out. We're also on Twitch when we stream live, so don't forget to check us out there.
Indeed, indeed. But we're bringing you more shows. We're bringing you more stuff on the channel. There's more content. Always keep an eye out for us. We have some exciting stuff coming in. You never know what we'll bring up next. So
And you know this is my plan because my fingerprints are all over the tape.
does this always happen to you?
All right, so now I got that thing pushed right up against that leading edge, and I got it pushed. Well, I'm trying to get it pushed in there. There we go.
Goodness, I could actually be.
And
Ah,
then
put them
hold
in
that
draw.
flat just against that and crease that in there.
One of the things
Bam.
one of the things we had talked about with this design was the fact that the back end flittered. So what you could do also, like he's showing you the leading edge, but it could also go straight up the spine and take away the need for having
Tape.
that tape back there.
Yep.
And if it'll balance out the weight instantly because it goes all the way from the nose to the tail. So just another option it gives you.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's give this a little little flip. Oh,
You
that
want
one
some?
actually I had a feeling it might. That one stunted right away.
Indeed, indeed.
Ooh. Give it a little bit of thrust and it still stunts, but it's got a harder bank to it.
Really, I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that.
It's got like a harder nose bank to it. This is interesting. This little plane is, I don't know, I don't even know what to do. And this ain't even mine. That's what's so crazy about it.
This is
Oh!
this is ND22
Oh,
one.
okay, okay. So here's something that I just did that you are familiar with, but I don't know if you've been paying attention to, is you've got to make sure that these tips are not curled down in any way. Curl
Okay,
them
yeah.
up slightly or make them as flat as you can. And then give it a little throw after putting a little bit of structure in one of them.
Okay,
Try
okay.
that. And I tell you what, like, it didn't flip and dive bomb. It kind of turned on me and then kind of came back and then kind of fluttered down.
Oh, so it has some variety to the flight now,
Yeah,
huh?
it did something completely different when I got rid of the curl in that tip for this
That's
particular one. So that little bit of structure and eliminating that curl gave it a little bit. Oh man, that's interesting. You're gonna have fun playing with that one. But But yeah, I think that's I like the way that looks. I think that's interesting to say the least.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay.
You could
So
put a little
see,
bit. Oh my goodness, there's so much more you could do. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. I'm gonna leave it like it is. I'm gonna let you
this
play around with it.
this is how we get people. This you gotta get excited with it because once you see it, you're like, oh my god. Okay, then the possibilities, man. You have to build more. You have to build a test fleet. You have to see what you can do with them. I mean, even just one, altering just one with different places makes totally different things.
Yeah,
Totally different.
it's completely different on this. Like I'm surprised. Like I honestly I thought it was gonna just for this particular one I thought it was probably not gonna help it
Really?
because
Oh,
I kind of I mean I thought it was gonna be too much weight on it and it was just gonna do what it did when it like at first and it just kind of nosedive.
well, yeah. I mean, I guess it's not expecting that, so it could be like it might feel like there's a whole bunch of extra weight because I mean it
And
is
it
what it is.
does
It's
feel
extra
like
weight,
it's super heavy now in the front
right?
and on the top, which you wouldn't
How
expect
far
it to
does it go
fly
down?
really
How far
low.
does it go down your wing? How far does it go down the wing?
The whole length.
Okay, so see, like you could possibly cut even more of it out and just put it so that it's like only three-quarters of the way and the wingtips are free. Or alternatively, you can push them out so it goes all the way to the wingtips, but it's not close to the wing root and let the weight come from the fuselage and it would still be stable, but that would reduce some of the weight that's up there.
Yeah, it probably would. Yeah, I mean I know it would, but I did it the whole length of it. I wanted to see.
Right, right. No, exactly. So it just goes to show you the many ways you can work with just any types of this kind of structure. Um, I mean, like possibilities, man. It's great. There's a great many that you can work with. Just think outside the box.
Oh yeah, and you got toothpicks there too.
And I've got toothpicks there too. Right, exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like
those would yeah.
these are obviously that's obviously like a crucial element. And if any of you guys like, this is kind of instruments you could collect without actually spending much money on it, if any money at all. I mean, if you already bought WD-40, if you already bought an air can, if you just go raid a Taco Bell of coffee stirrers, I mean, like, well, they don't do coffee much, McDonald's, if you will. But I mean, you can get these readily
Yep.
available in
I mean,
mass for free.
and yeah, and if you are buying them, I mean, the stuff, the coffee sticks are not that expensive. You know,
No, right?
they're really not. Like they're a couple of dollars, maybe. You know, honestly, I can pull up a thing on here real quick. Um,
But it all depends on, yeah, it all depends
of
on you
course, I'm
too.
gonna go to Amazon because that's like the worldwide store for buying everything. And
Here, the internet mall. He's at the internet mall, people. Yeah,
yep.
it's just
Um,
it's you have to try them. You have to
yeah. Let
try
me see.
all that you can when it comes to that.
Yeah, like yeah, this is probably the thing that she bought. There was a pack of 1,000. Oh, and they even have the little coffee straw stirs that almost like the WD-40 one. They have a pack
See?
of 2,000 of those for $10, and then they
Something
have
you
a
can
pack
it costs,
of 1,000 of the little wooden ones that we got for
or
$8.
it could cost you a little, or it could cost you nothing, or it could cost you a lot. Depends on
Yep.
what you
So
want to put into it.
and let me see if these are 5.5 inches.
I
Yep,
did wonder how long you
yep.
did have those.
Yeah, these are
It looked
5.5 inches, and I cut off an inch and a quarter.
so I got the 5 inches, the ones you see here in the bag, but I got these also, which are a lot smaller, which is probably a true coffee stirrer because this is more like a popsicle stick. But these are 7. Um,
Yep,
Just depends on what you need, where you need it.
yep.
So
And I think I see those on here too. Oh no, those are 5.5 inch coffee stir
they're
sticks.
yeah, because
Oh,
these
they
were
do. I do see 7 inch. ones on here.
seven
Those are
inch
a little bit more expensive because they're
7 inch must be standardized, like because of the cups you have or something like that. So yeah.
yep. But I see 5.5 inch and 7 inch. The seven
Okay,
inch
so
1,000 pack is 13.99 on Amazon. So yeah, guys, I mean they're not super expensive if you want to go buy them. But you could probably just go raid like a Starbucks or a Dunkin' or whatever coffee shop you got nearby. Those are just two of the American coffees. I mean Starbucks is international. I don't know
and don't
how.
forget and don't forget your standard stay just regular straws. Regular straws could work too.
Yeah, you could cut those down, but I feel like they might be a little wider.
Well, they're definitely wider, but I mean, if you're dealing with a bigger plane, hey, I mean, and they also take the flattening really well. You can crease a straw, so if you want something flat, they work really well.
Yeah, I guess you could flatten it and then cut it,
Right.
and
Right.
then like even cut it open and then flatten it out, and then take a sliver off of it if you really wanted to.
Exactly. Yeah. So I
And
mean,
that's where the roly uh knife would come in handy
yeah, it definitely
because you
would
could
because you
you
might have
could
to do that.
you could just
You might
roll
well,
them
not
along
only
the.
that, you could cut these in half with a rolling knife if you had to. Like if you wanted it less broad, you wanted them thinner, you could
Yep.
alter these to plain pieces. So
Yep. So I mean, there's a lot going on.
there's a lot going on with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Structure is wide ranging, wide variety. I mean, there's almost no end to what you can do with it. So
Yeah.
keep in
So
mind.
what else do you have on the? Do you have any of those bottle rocket sticks?
I do have a couple bottle rocket sticks. I
So
was
they
looking
so
for
they can get a comparison on those.
yeah, I got oh wait, they are right.
I figured you might
I
have them close by.
have one of
And
these
even if you
boxes.
got just regular bottle rockets, you know,
Oh, I got stuff. Here we go. Here they are. Here they are right here. Plastic bottle rocket sticks.
yep,
They just they seem to drop out of nowhere. Yeah, those obviously these are a really good standard because they're about the size of a toothpick, round, slightly fatter. And obviously you've got great structure in these. I've used these for structure myself often on the internals. If we assume that this is weed whacker line, yeah, they're about the same diameter. Bottle rocket sticks themselves are actually kind of like roughly made, roughly hewn, but um,
yep,
they can fit inside a coffee stirrer, a plastic coffee stirrer. So your coffee stirrer's got a slightly bigger diameter than they do. Obviously,
yep,
they'll fit in a straw. But this is a great way. It provides you obviously with a little bit of flexibility, very lightweight, and a little bit also of stiffness. It's more stiff than not to a paper airplane. So yeah, you
yeah,
definitely want to go with that route. And
yeah.
these
Paper
are
airplanes will react a lot. Um, they'll react a lot more to that type of ad than just tape or
yeah,
anything else. So they'll notice the weight difference and they'll notice the structure immediately. Um,
right, exactly.
so that's why I like the bottle rocket sticks. You know, probably the most.
And plus, this is we're talking about the base bottle rocket stick. So obviously, the smaller the plane, the smaller the rocket stick. But there are a great many rockets bigger than this, including in the core. We use almost various gauge. I like to call them gauges because we go by the size of the stick, but they increase in size, and some of them are about as thick as this popsicle stick. So it all
Yeah,
depends on
that's
what you need
yeah,
for what size.
because we love our rockets.
We do love our rockets.
Gotta find some rockets.
A lot easier to find in Wisconsin, dude. We
Yeah,
do launching fireworks here, not like the South where they don't have anything that launches.
yeah. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't get it.
I never did understand it either.
Yeah,
All about the guns, but they don't want any firework, any explosives that could go off that launch in the air. We just rather have them in your face than stuff that goes out of your way.
yeah. Well, I don't know what you guys thought. Let's, I guess we can start wrapping this up.
Okay, I mean, yeah,
And
we covered it. We covered it. We showed it. I've got a wide variety here. So it shows you like just a base of what you can do with certain stuff. I mean, from like paper stuffs to wooden stuffs to plastic stuffs. And in some cases you can even go with metal. But um NASA's there actually showed you implemented one on an aircraft design. That's like taking you from the basics to the best. So I think we're good. I think you can understand exactly what we mean when we talk plane structure. Try it out on some of your planes. They work on just about anything.